I did. Thank you guys for the hydrate and like smashing that like button and stuff. What are my thoughts on thinking thoughts? I don't know that I'm for it. I think I'm against it. Do I need to send you an... Oh, you're there.
I was like, I don't think that's what this link is supposed to do.
Yeah. Happy Sunday, Mother's Day, any other holiday. Also, we are, your people can hear you, so don't be saying anything crazy.
I know people can hear me, right?
Yeah, they should be.
Okay. Cool.
But I'm just warning.
Nothing crazier than I normally say.
No, the normal amount of crazy is
a
fine.
Normal amount.
It's more so for you. Reading Sophie from YouTube chat. Anything you wouldn't want other people to say or other people to hear.
Oh.
Yeah. As comfortable as you are with other human beings on the internet hearing. Dylan says hi from YouTube chat.
Oh my gosh, hello. Wait, is this my... Oh, thank you for the follow, Maverick. Also, let me check.
Mav?
Okay, I'm following you.
Mav!
No, it's okay. I truly didn't know if I was following him either. And I was like, this is definitely an oversight.
Yeah, that happens. I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be like, sneaky. Not sneaky at all.
If only my alert was actually working or wasn't working this time.
Yeah, my alert is like, my alerts are, I don't know if they're just like really quiet or if they're not doing sound at all. But yeah, they're doing a cool thing where I straight up just don't hear them. And I'm like,
who are your alerts through?
Stream Elements.
Oh, okay. I think I might be using Twitch Native right now.
I know there's like
Do you have to add an audio source for the browser?
They were
My Sammy isn't working. And that's why I'm using Twitch Native.
I was gonna say, I know that y'all use like some kind of thing that you code. Hello, Sophie from Twitch chat. May your day be blessed by winning the lottery. Oh man, that's quite the blessing.
Oh man, I hope both of our days are blessed by winning the lottery.
I'll take that.
I hope all 3 of our days are blessed by winning the lottery.
Yeah,
we're all gonna win the Mega Millions in our respective states.
Yeah, despite not participating in it, somehow I'm going to win. I'm not buying
hello, Anal for Life.
Not Anal for Life.
Oh, this literally says personal, and I was just sitting there on it.
Oh!
Hi, Kyle. How are you?
Hi, Kyle. Oh, you have a Mav in your chat, too. Oh, Mav.
Nice. Man, I want this Gone Bananas badge. Sharing a clip during April Fool's Week? Shit, I'm not in with it. I'm not in with it.
April
Okay.
Fool's Week. Oh, yeah, no. I don't even know what happened. I don't think I did shit April Fool's Week. I think I just perished.
Yeah, I don't know what I didn't really do much.
I didn't do nothing. Right. I'm gonna start. Yeah. I am so behind on all of I wanted to make little fellas for everybody, and I'm so behind on it because I'm also working over 40 hours a week most weeks.
Yeah, that's not fun at all, I'm sure.
I'm having a blast, really. I love waking up to an alarm every single day.
Yeah. Actually, unironically, I do.
Really?
I literally do every day.
That's crazy work. I can't do the one day off I have, and I don't have to wake up to an alarm. I feel God's light warm me.
Oh, I usually just push that alarm back by 2 hours. Cause like I don't want to wake up too late in the day.
That almost never happens to me. I usually will wake up early and then I'll do shit and then I'll go take a nap. But I also am like, if it's my day off, I'm liable to sleep for like 12 hours, if not more. Last week I slept like 16 hours and it was awesome. I was like, I didn't do not a damn thing. I just laid in bed. Fucking rocked.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you have a pretty like self
yeah, I gotta like
business
I kinda have
stuff
to be disciplined and I'm not, I would say.
I think I have discipline. I just also am like, if it's my day off, I'm going to night-night. I plan to do nothing that day. I did my little stream, and then I'm like, well, I did my one thing today, and I'm going back to bed. You have the... Oh my gosh, Dylan. Your mustache.
Oh.
Dylan's got mustache wax. He's gonna have his dream mustache. Gonna have a little curly on it. What are your opinions on mustaches as a look?
I'm pro mustache, definitely.
You're pro mustache.
I love a good porn stash.
Oh my gosh, not the porn stash.
I am pro solo mustache.
Solo mustache, not like a goatee.
Yeah. Oh, goatees are bad. I wouldn't count a goatee as
well, that's why I'm like, I wouldn't count. Well, you said solo mustache, so I'm like, okay, so goatee not working.
Yeah, why did it just change my name?
What about a long beard? Like a beard with a no mustache?
No mustache?
Just a mustacheless beard. That seems, it feels like, I'm sure that I've seen that, but it doesn't sound like a thing. To just do a beard? Well, what? Like the little, like, I do see people do the little tiny beard. What do you call it?
Let's see.
The like the soul patch.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Then also like
what's his name? Howie Mandel?
Yeah, Howie Mandel, him little mustache.
There's a guy I'm googling like the craziest thing right now.
Is it?
I can't believe it auto-filled for me.
Or maybe I shouldn't ask. How crazy is it?
Oh wait, Wolverine literally. That's also a crazy look. Wolverine's look is so bad.
Chops. Yeah, Wolverine just
Hugh Jackman is a sexy man in spite of the freaking. This is not what I asked for, Google.
Like just the chops, and then like the almost like trying to do a mustache. That is that is such a crazy.
SEO has ruined searching anything. Stop giving me guys with mustache and no beard.
No, I want the other one.
Just because you saw those words doesn't mean that's what I want.
Order. Yeah, the Wolverine facial hair is There's wild. A name for it. For the Wolverine facial hair?
No, there's a name for well, yeah, that's mutton chops. Or there's another one,
the chops.
Burnsides.
Not sideburns, burnsides.
Yeah, they're burnsides because it's a side because it goes all the way up to your sideburn and it comes down to your chin. But like that's it.
Oh, it's like the mustache in to the sideburns.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Amish
also
beard.
That's also a wild one. Amish beard.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it is. Because they like shave everything but that part. I don't know why.
Am I not live right now?
No, you should be. Why?
Oh, okay. On my preview screen, it said it was just all black, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Oh, mine took like 1,000,000 years to catch up.
Oh, I just refreshed it, and it's fine. But
oh, it says you're live for me.
Yeah. I checked it out. Always the Dutch. Full beard, but really long. Stream is being blasted directly into your brain. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. As it should be.
I'm thinking of, like, I want to think of that one guy, Psy, from Duck Dynasty, but he definitely had a mustache, I think, right?
I think he had the thing that you said, the Burnsides that you said. I think he had something like that.
No, he's got a full mustache. It just went, or a full beard. It just went all the way down to his chest.
Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else.
Psy death rumors debunked. What?
Full beard, but really long.
I'm pretty sure he is dead.
Your kid said that said you look like Dumbledore. That's a long beard. You got the wizard look. Want to shave your mustache to just have left side stash.
Kids will always just tell you about yourself.
Kids are evil little demons.
Yeah. No sense of what to and not to say.
I have never, I have never been indirectly, like, ripped to shit by a kid. I've only ever had, like, nice things said by a kid that I didn't, like, get, but I was like, oh, okay, thanks. But, it's still very funny.
Yeah.
When they do it, like, so effortlessly. They're just like, oh yeah, you look like Dumbledore. It's like, that's fine. I'll just kill myself.
Yeah, okay. Like, you don't realize you're calling me old as shit.
You don't realize you're telling me I look like a high old man, but I'll take it.
Oh, Dylan, you should style your eyebrows.
I should style my eyebrows. They're...
A child or the Wii Fit lady? I don't feel like the Wii Fit lady was mean to me, but I also grew up anorexic, so...
Ooh, the Wii Fit lady...
Could she have been part of that? I don't know.
I don't think the Wii Fit lady did anything wrong to me, but... I don't know.
I enjoyed Wii Fit a lot.
Did you have the little balancing board or whatever?
I think you had to use the board for it, right?
I don't.
Or no, you didn't
know.
have to.
I don't actually.
We did have the little like step board though.
Yeah, we had. I don't know
because I remember doing
the game or if it was just like an optional thing, but I do remember us having one, and it was fun. But we will actually talk about animation.
One of these days.
One day. So I will go through my little list. What is your favorite animation? If one you
So are you talking about like just animation or like the whole thing? Well, if we're talking like fully animated show, like that I just love everything about it, it's like Scooby-Doo. The original Scooby-Doo. I had all of it, all of the seasons on DVD. Loved Scooby-Doo.
There's nothing not to like about Scooby-Doo. And you like the original iteration, like Scooby-Doo.
Oh yeah, like I think it's... When did that come out? 69?
It's old as hell. Yeah, definitely like in the 60s.
September 13th, 1969. That's insane. But yeah, I had from then on DVD until at least 2000. Because my dad would road trip with us every summer from New Orleans to New Mexico. And what do you do with two kids other than sit them in front of the computer and have them watch cartoons while they're in the car?
I mean, I guess it didn't need internet or anything. It just needed to have a drive.
Yep.
1 year before you
Not
were
a thing
born.
that anybody has anymore. What?
You were born in 1970.
Oh, before Mav was born. Okay.
I think my mom is older than you, Mav.
Really? Yeah, my mom's older than you, too.
My mom was born...
My mom and dad are older.
Yeah, I think my mom was born in the late 60s. Or maybe
mine were
early
early.
60s. I can't remember. I would have to ask. I know it's in the 60s though, because that's what it was whenever I would fill out her paperwork or whatever. 1970. You're a
Ooh,
Virgo.
you're a Valentine's Day baby.
Ooh. I am also a Virgo, but I'm a September Virgo. Yeah, I like. Do you? So,
57, huh?
are there any?
My mom was 63 too.
57. I don't know when my mom was born. I just know it's in the 60s, and I cannot recall. Do you have any other like Scooby-Doo iteration that you think? Obviously, your first place is the regular one. Do you have like a second place Scooby-Doo, or is that have you not really looked into any of the other
Yeah, I
Scooby-Doo
don't really
iterations?
know. I guess I don't know like where the breaks are, like where the new iterations start, because they had a few movies.
Yeah, so I think
There's like network changes too. Like they go
yeah.
from like big TV networks to like kids only network too. And I don't know like what that changes.
So it's just Hanna-Barbera. They, I think, were on like public almost broadcast networks for like a, just like cartoons, like Saturday morning type cartoons in like the 60s, 70s. I think in the 90s, Hanna-Barbera was bought by Cartoon Network.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that's when they started making movies again. Like, because they had older movies like Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. You watched it on Boomerang. Boomerang is also a Cartoon Network property, or was. Who's to say now?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who, because Cartoon Network, the animation studio, has been dissolved, I think, if I recall. And yeah, they had a couple of Scooby-Doo movies before, and then they had like the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that.
Oh, it's owned by Discovery, which is now owned by HBO.
Okay.
So
There you go. And then
that makes sense. There's so many old cartoons on Max that I was like, I wonder like how they got access to all this. And it had crossed my mind that maybe they owned it. That's exactly what happened. They own it now.
Max also, I'm pretty sure, just straight up owns Cartoon Network.
Yeah, because it was owned by Discovery.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not.
Yeah. So it was owned by Warner Brothers, and then Warner Brothers is a subsidiary of Discovery. And then Discovery merged with HBO when they did that big rebrand to be Max. Which I did think was stupid at first, but now I understand it, and I do think it makes a lot of sense.
I see.
I do still think it's stupid they threw away so much of like brand awareness, and they're like I can't think of the word. Brand positioning, because they were like the hoity-toity, like this is highbrow content, and Max is very much like not highbrow content. They're actually pushing a lot of reality TV, which is fine, but their idea was to be the everyman platform. It's just, I think they threw away HBO to do that.
They may have done that, because I know that, because HBO, like, yeah, like you said, they were very like hoity-toity about their shit, which I mean also, makes sense.
I'm watching Batman Caped Crusader. Okay, I just needed to look it up. It is a recent release. That one I'm really liking.
Batman Caped Crusader?
But they like touched on a few things that I was like, this is very progressive. And it looks like it's something that would have come out in the 60s.
I'm Googling, using the internet. Your favorite animation is Rocko's Modern Life. I did feel that about you.
I think
Oh,
Caped
this
Crusader is now my favorite depiction of Harley Quinn too.
that makes sense. Cape Crusader is taking a lot from like the design of like the animated series, but
It is.
yeah,
And then it's
I
like 1930s, 1920s, which I think was smart too because they don't have to like deal with all that fucking technology of right now.
is this when it takes place? It's like an
Yeah. Yeah, like they
I
have like a ghost is one of the villains.
is this the Harley is this her? She's got like the yellow and green going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
with the like ruffle, it's very anti, I guess, daddy's girl the way they kind of like portray her.
yeah. They just made her straight up like a clown, like a creepy clown, as to where like
Yeah.
they gave her like kind of like a sex appeal when they first originally made her. Not to say she's not still hot, but it's not.
They kind of went too far with it, like where her only thing is sex appeal. It kind of overshadowed the fact that she's like a fucking, accomplished psychologist and a gymnast
Yeah,
and she was rich is another thing.
and she had such independence, and they're like, we're gonna get rid of that. You like speed
Yeah,
racing
they haven't even introduced Joker
at all? That's interesting.
at all. Yeah. I don't know what episode I'm on, but they don't have Joker in it at all.
Oh,
Which I kind of like because it means like she stands on her own. But she also hasn't done like the acid transformation. So that's another thing.
I don't think that she ever had the acid transformation.
Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not.
Well,
Sometimes it's like a full psychotic break.
Yeah.
But it's all usually related to Joker. So this one's really interesting that she's just bad on her own.
Yeah. I was gonna say, usually all of her stuff is direct, all of her, like, villain arc is connected to Joker, yeah.
Yeah. No, her villain arc is actually good in this one. Because she's like a regular character until she's a villain.
Yeah. She's just like a person.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I like the Joker, and I guess I'm gonna be evil now. And that's just most iterations.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm glad they're doing something different with it, because they don't have to.
They really don't.
Hey, Gollum. Also, I like Speed Racer too. It's very silly. Hmm?
I do like Speed Racer.
I like Betty Boop.
It is markup.
In theory.
I don't think I've ever seen Betty Boop outside of like I've seen clips, but I haven't really seen what the cartoon is or like how she's treated outside of the way like popular culture treats her image.
Yeah. I've seen like a couple episodes because I had to I did papers on like old cartoons. But aside from that, I don't know too well because it was more of like it was about the Fleischer brothers more so than Betty Boop herself. So I'm not super familiar, but I've seen like maybe one or two cartoons. I don't remember them well. Mom likes the Muppets. My mom also likes the Muppets. Also likes
See why people like Notion?
Yeah.
So some people are like Obsidian because it's very customizable. It's markup language, so you can really just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Notion is way more user-friendly than Obsidian.
Yeah. Is it just like simplified?
There's like things that are just intuitive. Like when you do you know how to use markup language?
Yeah, it's like what, like you could put the the two like asterisks and then the two asterisks at the end, and it's like, oh, now that's in italics or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So like when you do headings in Obsidian, you can backspace and get rid of the two hashtags. But when you do it in Notion and you backspace the heading without typing anything, it'll just get rid of the line, which I think is better because if I'm backspacing my heading that I haven't like, that I've already entered, I'm getting rid of it. I'm not changing it so that it's like now down. And if I did, I would like click in front of it. But I haven't seen how it handles parentheses and stuff. See, Obsidian, when you do an open quote or an open parenthesis, it just automatically puts the close at the end, like of whatever you're typing. So there's differences so far.
So are you checking out Notion, or are you just experimenting?
Yeah, because I can publish for free, and I would have to pay, I think it's like $6 a year, which isn't bad, but I don't want to pay for, whatchamacallit.
Obsidian?
Yeah, I kind of do, but I kind of don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have to pay for...
too much.
I have to pay for too much. I have to pay for stinky old Adobe, and I really hate that I have to.
Yeah, I hate it.
I
did my budgets yesterday.
Oh,
I've been in that 66-44. Really hurts me.
It does. Fucked up.
Fucked up.
I'm just trapped in like, what do you call? I have literally for like all my streaming stuff, I do not use Adobe because I hate it so deeply.
Yeah, do you animate it all through Adobe?
No, I mean, I guess I like edit, like composite in like After Effects, and I'm receiving a phone call. I don't know you. Get the hell out of here. But like I composite in After Effects and like sometimes Premiere. But I don't use Photoshop. I don't use Illustrator. I'm just like, I already have... Before I like got this job, really, I was just using the softwares I already have, like Affinity Designer and Clip Studio. And I could switch over, but I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm content with what I have. And I have
so wait,
my little pipeline.
Why do you pay for Adobe?
For work.
Oh really? They don't give you a seat?
No.
That sucks. Are you an employee?
I am like a contractor technically.
Oh yeah. Yep. That'll do it.
Yeah. But I'm not like salty about it. I just am like, they all use Adobe, so they don't mind me using the one that I'm using, but it really like ruins their life whenever, because everything is like graphic design based or whatever.
Yeah. How do the files transfer over?
Well, that's why I had to get Adobe, because they don't really like. I could transfer my Affinity to a Photoshop file, but it doesn't maintain the vector layers, so it's like annoying and inconvenient. It rasterizes it.
Oh fuck, yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah. There was no cartoons for your parents to watch at their time? Really? That's kind of shocking. There have been cartoons since like, I guess I don't know how old your parents are, but
yeah,
been cartoon. Surely they're not older than 1920s. I guess I don't know like how, like what shows made it to France, and I don't know how long France has
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like I guess, but they got the Muppets. So like, if you had the Muppets in France, well, but the Muppets are different because they also were in the UK.
1908. Phantasmagorie is considered by animation historians as the world's first cartoon.
Yeah. Most people attribute the like first cartoon with sound, I think, to be Steamboat Willie, but I don't know if that's necessarily true.
I mean, that one was still... Wasn't that one still silent and they had to have, like, people playing over? Or it might have been, like, radio that you could, like, play next to it. Because they couldn't, like... There wasn't any talking in that one either, so it wasn't something that could be, like... I guess synced up correctly.
There was a little bit of talking in,
It's more like reactions, I thought.
The bird at some point says, you got enough of that, big boy, or some shit. I know he says big boy, but yeah, most of it is like just noises, but there is a couple lines, but they are so crusty.
Mm-hmm.
They're like speaking into a tin can across the room.
Yeah, that's what makes me think it might have been like just
like they played it live at the...
Yeah, like because you could record things,
yeah,
like music and stuff. So yeah, it might have been that. I don't know. It might have been that. Yeah, this is like such an interesting thing. I'm gonna have to go down a rabbit hole on later.
I can't remember. Like the thing is, like I feel like I knew this stuff at some point, but now I'm like I don't remember. I just know that that's that. But yeah, I like older cartoons. And I like the history of them and everything. If you ever want to get into something like crazy, look into like Disney's old like propaganda cartoons, like
yeah,
Sergeant Snafu or whatever. Those ones are so wild.
We have a really popular... Well, we have a really popular museum here, the World War II Museum, and they had an exhibition a few years ago that was about like the type of espionage that would go between the different companies and like ghost ships and or countries and like ghost ships and stuff like that. Disney is responsible for the decoy ships that we used in World War II.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because
that's
like
crazy to me.
Yeah, well, the thing is like around like World War II and stuff like that, like animation, entertainment was not really something people were concerned about. So animation wasn't like something people were paying for, and they had to make money somehow. So a lot of those companies were like funded by the government basically, and the government would just be like, hey, you're on our payroll now, so you have to do what we say.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it's kind of wild, but it's not surprising given that they made like private cartoons for like just straight up just for like soldiers, and anything that wasn't like for soldiers was like propaganda for like children, like in the public. Like they did a lot of like PSAs for your health in quotation marks, and then they had some PSAs of like well, this is later, I guess. Well, I don't know. They did PSAs about like nuclear bombs and stuff, and that kind of stuff is like what inspired like Pip-Boy and Fallout.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just Disney, it was also Fleischer Brothers who did Betty Boop and stuff like that, which is it's very interesting.
Yeah, and it's all connected now too, because they're not like all individual pieces the way they were at the time.
What do you mean?
Well, so like you just said it. The Scooby-Doo animators were not Warner Brothers at first, but they are now.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are now because that happened like, in the 90s or whatever. And it's like Well, now that's a Discovery property, which is now an HBO property. So it's like all of these things have conglomerated, and they were like individual little pieces that were much harder to control.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I see what you're getting at.
Man, I had little notes on this thing and I can't find them. That sucks.
Goodbye notes. Nice knowing you.
Maybe I did it somewhere else actually. No, none of them are here. That sucks.
Fine, cool. But yeah, during World War II, the Hollywood machine was fully behind the prop. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh
Notable stars like Humphrey Bogart starred in an anti-Japanese movie. Oh, not Yellow Peril. Very on the nose name.
Well, yeah, you know.
Oh, I know. But yeah, no. Just to make money, Hollywood, you know, that's where the money was. Like, there wasn't much money in entertainment, so you were on the government's dime.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting. Oh my goodness,
you?
that's you!
Joe! 14 months. That's crazy.
Look at that bean go!
I love this.
It's jiggling!
It is
Look at that
jiggling.
little bean!
Man, I like don't know how to fix my frame rate from dropping the way it does.
I don't know.
I just looked, I have 31% dropped frame. Sometimes that's fine, sometimes it's not a big deal. Although, and then I look in Twitch, and Twitch is like, nah, your bitrate has been constant. What are you talking about?
Like, Twitch, you can't be gaslighting me like this. Is my bitrate fucked or not?
Exactly.
Whoa.
I want to move this one.
Hi, Joe. But yeah, so your most recent watch that you've been really liking is Batman Caped Crusader.
Yeah, I think I don't watch a lot of TV, but that's usually because I forget what I'm watching. And honestly, I would have forgotten I was watching that if we weren't having this conversation right now.
That is so very fair and so valid. I'm sure you've heard me talk about, I'm just so bad at like finishing shows, watching shows, participating in media, all that shit. I'm trying.
I like to do it sometimes. I mean, I loved White Lotus this season. Everybody else hated it. I loved it.
I thought it was a new show, is it not?
It's like an anthology series. Or the seasons are anthology, because they're not very connected. Although, between last season and this season, they were, because we had a character in common. Or no, 2 seasons ago in this season. Yeah, so someone from the Hawaii season is in the Thailand season. And then also 2 people from the Hawaii season were in the Thailand season, actually.
I have not seen.
So it was like kind of like continuing their stories a little bit.
I see. I don't know anything about White Lotus except for the little snippets that you've told me.
I love it because I think it perfectly captures the feeling of like being on vacation and meeting those people, and like they're so important to you for that week, and then they're not. You don't know them anymore once you've gone. If that makes sense.
No, not to me.
No, it doesn't?
I mean, it conceptually makes sense. It is not a feeling that I can relate to.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yes, I do. I get it on paper. It makes sense. One of those sympathy versus empathy things.
Yeah. Man, I wish I could move this mark in this map because it's not correct. Actually,
it's pissing me off.
Just gonna mark my own.
No. But yeah, I think the next question is, what is your least favorite animation, if you have one?
I feel like it's something from Love, Death, and Robots. I'm gonna have to Google that real quick. I don't know if you've seen that one. That one's on Netflix. That's another anthology.
Yeah. I've seen Who Up greeting their pouch. I don't know. How does one greet a pouch?
I think it was the one in space where she took her arm off.
I don't know that I've seen that.
Or it might have been the little like robots. Although there's a lot of
in Love, Death, and Robots, the robot one.
I love the girl who's like running away in the loop, and like I really feel like the animation in that one added to the very weird feeling that you were like getting with her keep seeing herself. But there's one where they have like a mouse or a cat that kills everybody because it's like cleaning the home, and I guess she hits it with a broom.
I have, in fact, I've only seen some of the Love, Death, and Robots anthologies from like season 1. So I've
only seen season 1. I'm now realizing I'm learning that there are 4 seasons now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, there's a 4th season out literally on next week.
I feel like I should
on
watch
Thursday.
more of it, because while like the stories are gonna be hit and miss just because like that's the nature of anthology series, some people are gonna like it more than others.
Yeah. I think people really hate that one too, just because the animation style changes every episode. But that's what I kind of like about it. Because you can say like, I just don't really like this animation, I'm gonna skip to the next one.
Yeah, you're like, this one's ugly. I'm gonna skip it. I keep seeing this chick with like little pigtails.
The makeup?
Yeah, with the
makeup.
That's
the one I'm talking about.
I've never seen this one.
That's one I really like. I think that's like the first one. It's like 1 or 2.
I don't remember seeing it at all. I feel like I would recognize this one.
The animation style is like so uncanny that it really like adds to it. Like it's not, I don't think it's a great animation style to use for everything, but for that application, it was the right way to go. Am I marking? What am I marking?
Happy Mother's Day. No, it's not the punishing bird. It's my friend.
Who's the punishing bird?
It's from Lobotomy Corporation.
Oh. Am I evil? Did I not know about this? Who upgrading their pouch? Oh yeah, I didn't. I missed that. I heard you say that, but I didn't know that's what that was.
I don't know what that means, but
Infinity Nikki, there's little guys called greedy pouches, and when you kill them, they drop a bunch of money.
I see. I didn't
know.
One
of them was on my map was just marked in the complete wrong spot.
So he's not evil.
Me, I would only a little bit, only sometimes when the situation calls. Of course, I'm evil. This is clown hate.
I think
not all clowns are bad. One clown kills 28 kids, and now we're all bad.
Oh my goodness. Steven Universe, from an animation standpoint, you find it lacking? Or Rick and Morty? I'm gonna disagree.
See that actually. Oh.
No, if you agree, man. I would definitely love to hear your take on it.
I feel like I haven't really ever saving note. What? Really seen Steven Universe only like through clips, and that one I feel because I feel like the animation style is very like targeted to kids, even though it's not really a show that I think kids are into, right? It's kind of an adult show, but not that it's adult themed.
All right, go eat Gollum. Have a good day. But yeah, it's kid friendly, but a lot of adults like it. But I don't. But I would say like it is a kid show. The same way that you would be like, you know, Adventure Time is a kid's show, but a lot of adults like it. Or like Gravity Falls.
Yeah. No, I just like haven't seen anything that's been that interesting about about the style. I'm sure there's interesting things about the show. Whereas like Rick and Morty has these like the way they do like portals and shit. It's very weird and like I love that it's purposely messy because that's a style you can't replicate the mess unless you like really understand it.
Right. It's a very gritty, Rick and Morty is a very gritty show, and I think that it's animation it's one of those like animation its animation speaks to that, and I think it's one of those shows that changed things in pop culture.
Oh yeah.
Cuz like as much if you like hate Rick and Morty and you think it's dumb and stupid, you can't deny the influence. Like after Rick and Morty came out, and like then everyone wanted to have a Rick and Morty show, right? There was a lot of
much came out that was like, oh, we're also like this. We're also, you know,
yeah.
I think Tuca and Birdie was kind of the same. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna be like dirty and gritty, but like this is for women. And then it was kind of not the right vibe, I don't think. It was fine. I couldn't really get into Tuca and Birdie.
I couldn't get into Tuca and Birdie, but I don't have anything against it. I know a lot of people did like it. There's a lot of people who were really vibing with it.
Yeah, I mean, it got canceled. I saw all of that.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I just felt like it didn't speak that well to girlhood or womanhood. It was almost infantilizing, I think.
You're like, I feel like I'm being made fun of.
Yeah, like...
like
I don't know. Rick and Morty is a stupid show, and they're stupid, but they're still very smart characters. Whereas, like, Tuca and Birdie, they were kind of... Yeah. Tuca and Birdie, they were kind of, like, dumb, and then the only smart thing about them was their emotional intelligence. And I was like, okay, but, like, we could be portrayed as more capable than that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to be two women who can't find jobs.
Yeah, can the women have jobs, please?
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a genre of show that are just like jobless women.
It really is. I feel like
I don't know what's up with that.
It might be an attempt at feminism in the way that Gone Girl is feminism. Where, like, it's not feminist because she's making a statement. It's feminist because she's evil just because. She just wants to be evil, and so she's evil. And they didn't try to justify her being evil in any way. She's just an evil woman. And that in itself is, like, a feminist statement.
Right. She's not evil because she's a woman. She's just evil because she's
she's
evil.
Evil just because she's evil. Yeah, it's not like, exactly, like, it's not like something, you know, a man made her that way, or like, she was fed up with the kids. She was just evil. Love that. Let women be evil.
Let women be evil. Let them.
We've been craving it.
We just want to be evil. We want evil women in this world.
What's your favorite animation?
My Little Pony, probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I base my, like, favorite things on, like, how tired I think I would get of them.
Okay. Now, do they have more than one animation style? Don't they have, like, a 2D and a 3D?
Yeah, kinda. They have, so the one that I'm talking about is pretty much just 2D, and then they have like a spin-off show where they are like humans, and then they recently made a 3D show, but it's like in the same world, allegedly, but it's not the same characters. It's like that. It's like supposed to be like set in the future of not the original, but the one I'm talking about. Since My Little Pony's been around since like the 80s.
Is it really that old? That's interesting.
Yes. The phenomenon of My Little Ponies began with adorable pony toys that were introduced in 1983.
Wow, okay. Oh, yeah, because they were toys before they were ever a cartoon. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they were toys, and then they made the cartoon to sell the toys.
I love that about the early 2000s, is they were like, how do we get more kids to want these toys? And a big boss was like, just make them live.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it was in the 80s, too. They, like, you think of,
I feel like they went overboard. Like, it was McDonald's toys, too.
Yeah.
Like, they went crazy. I don't know, maybe we all felt like this in childhood. I feel like it was all over the place. Like, the capitalism was crazy.
Yeah, McDonald's was wild with it. I will say the McDonald's toys are getting, like, cool again.
I know, I have one for the Minecraft movie, and it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, the McDonald's
it's like a little box with a guy in it.
Yeah, they're kind of getting... I guess video game animation is a lot different, so it may be cheating. No, that's... Your animation...
No, like, it's... Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I was trying to think of video games, but I couldn't think of any.
No, video game animation is still animation. Like... It can be very beautiful and very stylized. I love the McDonald's animated show. I know it's bad. We had it on VHS and it made me happy. He went to space and he got to eat chocolate space.
Oh wait, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
They abducted the Hamburglar. They abducted that motherfucker.
Such a good
And then he went to space and they were like, that's what you get. And he's like, no, I don't want to be here, please. You like Fez a lot?
Space abduction.
Is Fez a game?
Ooh, Fez is so cool. Yeah, it's like an isometric puzzle game.
Oh,
not isometric.
Cute. It looks like it's just
There's a different word than isometric.
Not isometric. It looks like it's just 2D. Or can you flip it around?
You can like turn the world. So it's always going to be 2D, but then you turn the world, and that will change the world based on the view that you're in.
2.5D maybe? Because I don't think it's isometric, because isometric is very specifically like the top-down almost thing.
It might be axometric. I'm gonna look that up. Let me give it a go.
I can't remember what there's a word for like the perspective thing, and I don't remember what it is. But yeah, it's a 2D, 3D game. The Fez art style is really cool. I thought that, from what I'm seeing, I thought that Kirby got you into pixel art. Yeah, if I had, I would say it's 2.5D if somebody had me at gunpoint and told me to, and asked me, that would be my first thing I would say, but then I might get shot, so I can still be wrong. Isometric is how Diablo is. Ah, yes. Grimace is like from a tribal island. Is that true? I didn't have that VHS, so.
There's gotta be something you call this.
Surely.
Has anybody else replicated like the way that you play Fez in any other game?
Probably a lot of like puzzle games, I would imagine, do something like this. I wouldn't know. The dog is terrifying. Isn't the dog's name like Sunday or some shit? I don't remember. I remember he's a freak.
The dog? There's a dog? I didn't know anything about that.
There's a dog in the McDonald's lore. And he's got a really deep voice, but like nasally.
Oh, this person screenshot their world. That makes more sense.
I don't know if I recommend the McDonald's cartoons, but I have a place in my heart for them. I like them, but that doesn't mean that they're good.
I mean, there's also this one's for you, Melinda.
This one's for you, Melinda. But that's really funny.
I know. And that's not about the animation style.
No, the animation in that is like so like just that clip is so crazy because like they had some frames in there and he was busting it out and I'm like, what is happening? But then like some of it is just so whack. Like why did you let that go through? And then some of it is just like a PNG that just fades out of existence. Like this is beautiful.
When did that come out?
I want to say that like 80s, but it might have been the 90s.
Holy shit.
That's not it. There's a couple different iterations of Pier.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to let Elfie know streaming while playing Nikki might not be the move.
Let her know, or let him know.
It took like a whole minute for the game to launch.
Oh, good golly, Molly. I think it says the first episode 1994. The one, if it's the right one.
Wait, Fez? There was a Fez 2 and I got canceled because the creator got mad?
What a wiener.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, people are gonna leak shit and that's terrible, but like also people are gonna leak shit.
Yeah. What can you do? I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, because I just want to keep it like that. I don't know. That's probably fine.
Oh, I just loaded in and I remembered I'm on a part that I don't know what to do because I didn't watch the cutscene.
I don't even know what that is.
What is?
I have this. I don't know. That's the problem. Like I don't know what that is. That should work. Yeah, I don't know nothing about the Fez creator. I feel like if I made a game, I would simply never look at any of the comments, ever.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm like, I'm good. I simply will never see y'all's opinions. I already made it, and there's a pretty good chance I'm never gonna change whatever the critique you have is.
Yeah.
So you're either gonna like it
Enjoy
or
the
not.
game or don't. Goodbye.
Yeah, like we're done. That's a wrap.
That's it. That's all you needed.
If you want more, wait until I figure out if I want to make another game. Let's see. I need to get... fish color right here. But did you actually answer? Did you have a least favorite cartoon? You said you didn't like.
No, I forgot.
You said you didn't like Steven Universe that much, or like you at least.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not fair because I haven't actually like watched the show. I've only just seen like clips on Twitter or whatever.
I see.
So I don't want to like say I don't like it. I think it's a little bit of a boring style.
I think the quote Cal art style gets a little bit shit on. But I'm like, it's not a deal breaker for me to see Cal arts type stuff. And I think that the backgrounds are really nice, and I do like the designs in general. But it is it is a very like safe style that is easy to animate.
Oh,
so if it's not necessarily like appealing in that way, that might be why. Cal Arts just reminds me of that one transphobic Captain America. Pardon?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
You mean America's ass?
I don't. I have a feeling it's not that.
I cannot wait. I can't wait till we get context for that.
Yeah. Also, Sophie says don't stream Infinity.
It might be okay. I don't know. It took me a whole minute for the game to pop up. I have another tab open.
I think
it took me a whole minute to have the game pop up.
Anyway.
Well, I know they like want to, is the thing.
I'm going to receive an image eventually. I've done so before without issues. Oh, interesting. So
oh, have you? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh.
Dummy thick Overwatch soldier with Reaper. Oh, wooga. I don't think that's what we're talking about.
Is F12 gonna screenshot? Because this is not a Steam game? No, it's not. It's not a Steam game.
Never mind.
I'm gonna use AI to heal all this. I could like turn these markers off. Ah! And there it is. Filter markers. Oh my god. Ask and you shall receive.
Sometimes we are allowed to have things in this life, and sometimes we are not.
Yeah. Now I just need to remember to turn those back on. Because when I go to play the game, I'm gonna be pissed.
All right. I think that's good. But, what was I saying? Yeah, you didn't have an answer. You just said that you're not impressed with Steven Universe. You just don't know enough about it to have... Oh?
Maybe, like, I can't think of any video games. Because honestly, like, if I don't like the style of a video game, it will just turn me off of it. Maybe, like, oh my god, what was the fucking... What is that one? Rugrats.
Rugrats,
I kind of hate the way they look.
So yeah, the oh gosh, how do you say the Scoopo
Glorpshitto?
Klasky Scoopo is the
Oh. Okay, you were actually saying a real name.
Yeah. Are the studio that did a lot of those like ugly looking like Nickelodeon cartoons. So they did like Rugrats, they did like Real Monsters, Wild Thornberries, stuff like that.
Oh man, Real Monsters was good.
Yeah, but it's ugly. But it's supposed to be.
It makes sense that it's ugly. I think that's maybe why I just don't like when the animation style makes literally no sense for the show. Like, why are all the kids ugly?
Because babies are ugly.
I mean, they are, but they are a bit weird looking. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm just looking at this shit that,
okay. I know that Alfie sent.
Yeah. Yeah, the trans Captain America is... I don't know that I like this.
What do I keep clicking? Oh, I keep clicking.
Oh my god. And he got his nip out.
Huh?
The trans Captain America.
I love those words together in a sentence.
He's got his nipple out.
You know, the trans Captain America.
The RCD art drama. Oh my
See,
Lord.
I don't know, because this style kind of goes outside of the Cal Art style a little bit.
I don't think it's the
Cal Arts. We're really critiquing trans Captain America.
No, I think that the person who made this went to Cal Arts.
Oh, okay. I mean, if we're looking at objective skill and talent, I gotta give it to him.
No, I mean, they got the skill and
the
stuff.
subject matter is...
Some people use their talents for evil, and that's what I've learned. There are some people who are really good. RCD Art was their name. Oh, okay. I wish I had talked about this when we were on the podcast. We can do a part 2, Alfie. I got slots. Klasky Scupo. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's spelled weird. Scupo. It's like a...
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's very... Is that Russian?
I think it's not Russian, but of that area.
Sort of Slavic. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I used to know like where the... Because it's one of those Hanna-Barbera situations where it's like 2 people's last names.
Oh, okay. So Klasky is probably Polish, and I don't know where Scupo would be from.
Yeah. So I used to know, but I don't know anymore. But it is a... I don't know. I have a hard time... I don't have a hard time disliking pieces of media, but most pieces of media I still feel like have merit. Even if I personally am like, this shit sucks shit through a straw. Like, I ain't watching this garbage. But, yeah. But I'm like, I know,
I try not to, like, hate on things, because it's like, one, why do I need to? I can just
watch something else, yeah.
Yeah. I can just be like, I don't like that, and then not spend it anymore in a brain power on it.
Yeah, I don't need to. Like, I've like, oh, I hate this. Moving on.
Exactly. Although, admittedly, that's what I did with the Batman show. I was like, oh, I don't think I really like this. And then I just turned it off. And then John turned it on, I guess because he had seen that I had an episode that was watched. And he just kept being like, all right, I guess this is what you're watching. But I was like also on a deprivation week. So I was like, I'm just not going to pay attention to it. I'm going to do something else. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, I started to pay attention to it. And I was like,
wait, this is
really
good.
Like this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes, like, shows need, like, you need to watch a couple more episodes to, like, get what they're trying to do. But sometimes I'm like, I don't have the time to give you that benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, Batman's just too moody for me. That was the issue.
But I also am like, I will try to give a show like a solid 3 episodes to grab me. And some people will be like, no, you need to make it past the first season. I'm like, that's like several hours you're asking me that I wasn't really feeling it after like an hour.
Yeah, the whole season? No way.
I mean, sometimes they're right, but I'm also like, that's asking a lot.
But like the thing about them being right, it is like, why did the creators make the show in such a way that I won't be entertained unless I watch the entire thing?
I think that some shows really do just need that like establishing, like they need to establish like the world, and sometimes like that you can't really do it in a good way unless it's like just
this is where White Lotus really shines.
Yeah.
They are so good. It's so like if I told you everything that happened in all of the episodes leading up to the finale, you would think this is the most boring shit ever. But if you watch it, you are so like there and intense. It's like, yeah, all they did was go to dinner and like watch a show. But the whole time you're like, what does this mean for later? Like, how does this change their relationship dynamic? It's so interesting. And you have to have all that set up. But also White Lotus kind of tells you what's going to happen in the first episode. Like the beginning, the very first scene
they
of
like
this
Tarantino
is like gunshots and people are running. And you're like, well, hold on, we're at a all-inclusive resort. 1, where'd they get a gun? 2, who has that gun? And now you're trying to figure out the whole time, like, how do we get to, like, this finale? Like, how do we get to that scene? What's going to happen?
That's fair. Why is it not letting me draw? It's pissing. Oh, I see. I'm an idiot. That would be why. Oh,
classic.
A dumb bitch moment. Fixed it.
Damn, I'm now looking at this guide that I used to make my guide, and at first I was like, man, I really just like copied everything they're doing. I'm looking at some of their marks and I'm like, oh yeah, no, that I did change that because that's stupid. Why would I do that?
I've decided this is dumb.
Exactly. Like, that's not the way I should go about that.
I reject what you're saying and do my own thing.
Oh yeah, and I use like some of their daily thread route because that made way more sense than their other route. Okay, yeah, I kind of like changed their stuff a lot. This is not me copying.
I'm not copying. I'm
They just kind of had a good idea a little bit. Yeah, they had a little bit of a good idea.
I'm saving. Everyone do the saving of whatever shit you're working on.
Oh, true. Benefit of things being on the internet. I feel like cloud services have ruined me.
Yeah.
I did this the other day where I didn't save in increments and I lost something. I was like, fuck. If this were in this program, it would have been saved.
Damn, you're spoiled.
I'm so spoiled now.
You've gotten complacent. I forgot to save the other day, and I remember telling you because I was crying about it.
Oh my god, yeah, you had to
I had to redo Alfie. It wasn't that bad, but I was not happy.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? But it turned out fine. But usually, I am not spoiled in this way, and I'm usually so good about saving things, but for some reason I just didn't. Don't really have a reason why. But I surely did not. And then I went back to like export it for like all my thumbnails and shit, and then it wasn't there. I was like, oh.
Well.
Like, that's cool. And I had started something else, so I was like, I guess we're starting over, but I'm going to bed because I can't handle this today. This is a tomorrow problem.
I've like fully, when I make screenshots, what am I thinking? Thumbnails. I will just fully not save anything. I will export the thumbnail and be like, all right, that's all I needed. And then I won't save anything I just did.
Oh my lord.
And I think about that a lot because I'm like, that's like kind of a crazy thing for me to do. But Also, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of anti-digitally hoarding, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
I
why do I
mean,
need that weird text thing that I made that I can only use in that video?
for a lot of my thumbnails, I like draw them. So
Oh,
I will
yeah.
save them. But there are thumbnails that I'm like, nah, I made it, it's fucking gone. I'm like, that's okay. Like there's like some of the Gartic phone thumbnails I've made, or like
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Like,
like
I made those. I don't need another one.
those are we're good. We did it.
Ooh, my markers are bugging. Oh, my markers are really bugging. Okay.
Are we?
Just gonna freaking go over there. Oh, no, they all marked. They just
no worky.
Yeah, they just weren't showing up until I closed the map and reopened it.
I see. Yeah, I wouldn't say that the Captain America I'm looking at is like the traditional Cal Art style, but I definitely can see the Cal Art's influence in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually too much highlight and shadow for the style, I think. But that's what I like about it.
Yeah, I don't well, for like that's not true. You might like the style of OKKO if you're like the highlights and stuff.
Maybe. Of course, it just shows you their flat characters, like not in a scene when you Google it. Oh yeah, I do like. Yeah, I like when they fit with their environment.
Yeah.
I do like the old style of like painted environment and then animated on top.
Yeah.
But that's like, I don't know, it's a time and place thing. It's like different, I guess.
Yeah. It depends. I do like I know that you're not very impressed with Steven Universe. I think some of their backgrounds are very well. I also just like Steven Universe in general and think the art is good, but I think objectively the backgrounds of Steven Universe are very nice. I'm going to send you some.
The way I will always spell Steven with a PH.
Stefan. Where is your face? There you are.
Is this too loud?
I can't hear it, too loud. So. Alright, I sent you a couple of Steven Universe backgrounds. I think they're pretty.
Ooh, yeah. Love that.
Yeah, they're very like have like that painterly effect to them.
Yeah, they really do. Damn, this game is loud. What the fuck?
Yelling.
It really is.
Did you open a soda can?
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Why?
Thought I heard a psst.
Oh man, I wish.
Are you getting you a DP?
I was gonna stream straight through, but now I'm like, now that you've said that, I'm like, I should go to the gas station and get myself a DP.
Yeah, why not?
I deserve that.
You deserve everything and more. Positive.
Oh my god, someone found my Star Wish bottle and added me as a friend.
Yay!
What was I doing? Oh, I just wanted to change the sound. That was it. I wasn't doing anything.
I want to flip what I made white and what I...
What am I doing?
I ask myself that question a lot. I'll walk into a room and I'll be like, why am I in this room? What am I doing here?
I feel like I should just, rather than look at the map, go do the route so that I have the coins.
Nah.
Nah.
I'm gonna try to do
Yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, I know the route by heart. Like, I don't need to look at anything. But if I need to, like, mark it on the map, I wouldn't be able to do that.
That's fair.
I'm just too directionally challenged.
I'm very directionally challenged. One day I learned that the theater is really close to my work, and I didn't know that because usually I just go to the theater from my house. So I only know the way from the theater to my house. And then one time I was like, oh, I'll just go to the theater after work. And I realized it's like, so like literally if I really wanted to, I could walk there from work.
Oh wait, so you like went home and then went to the theater?
Usually I would do that because like whenever I would get off work, I was like, I'm already, I wouldn't go directly to the theater because usually the theater is like, you know, the times were later. So I'm like, I'm not going to sit around for like an hour or whatever. Or several hours. And
will you see just like anything, or are you like looking for something specific?
What do you mean?
I used to I don't know why I don't do this anymore. I guess I just don't like sitting in movie theaters anymore. But like I would wake up and on like a Saturday or like I didn't have anything to do, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a bubble bath and like look at my phone. And I'll be in the bath for like 10 minutes before the thought would strike me that like, oh, there might be something playing in the movie theater. And then I'm in the bathtub looking at my AMC app and I'm like, oh my god, I have 10 minutes to get there. And I will like get out and run to the movie theater. Doesn't even matter what the movie was, just that there was a movie starting in 10 minutes.
Usually I am going to see a specific movie. I don't know, I wish I could get, and I guess I could, I wish I could, I just don't have time. I would love to get like, because AMC used to have the, like if you pay like $25 a month or something, you could just like watch anything almost. I mean, I know it's
oh my god, it used to be $8.
Oh, but yeah.
Is it really $25? It used to be $8 a month. That's crazy.
I have no idea what it is. That was just when I looked at it, and that was
I have a friend who would actually know because she is a movie buff for sure.
But I
would go see anything. Like I like went and did that in Lake Charles when I lived out there, and that was a local movie theater, and they like didn't really ever have anything good going on. So I kind of just decided that if I want to go and watch a movie, oh my god, I've actually just gotten to the bottom of why I did it. I was on a sugar-free diet from when I started college until like maybe 2017, 2018. And this wasn't like sugar-free, like I would use sugar substitutes. This was like, I won't eat anything that has any added sugar in it. And the only time that I would allow that is if I went to the movie theater, I would get a Coke. And I've just realized that's why I would go to the movie theater, and that's why I don't do it anymore.
I guess I have to go get a Coke.
Yeah, oh my god, that's so funny.
That is funny.
I was crazy with like dieting and stuff.
I am happy that I never had like issues with my like weight or whatever, but I also grew up poor, so anytime I had food, I was like, this is sick.
Yeah, like this is awesome.
Like I love eating. But then I like was always like really skinny. My stepmom would call me a scrag.
What?
Do you know what that is?
No.
A scrag is literally, like, definition, like, a little piece of meat on a bone.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah, well, my stepmom's not a good person, but that's neither here nor there. But she would always call me a scrag, because I was like, I still am, like, a very thin individual, and I don't know if she was, like, mad that I was like, this is your fault, like, you're calling me a scrag, but, like, you don't feed me, so what's the deal here?
Yeah. Was she a bigger woman?
She might be.
She might have been. You don't know?
She might have been. No, I know she was.
Oh, yeah.
No, I know.
It was absolutely jealousy.
Bro, she's
absolutely.
You know what's psychotic? She was jealous of me hanging out with my dad.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, she would
That's, like, just not well adjusted at all.
I mean, imagine. I say that as someone who fully knows her, so it's not a surprising thing. But yeah, it's wild and crazy. I'm just like, you're jealous of me, like I would watch movies with my dad, and we would just be like chilling, doing regular ass child and father things.
Man, that's like deep-seated psychological trauma for her.
Yeah.
Like, there's something going on.
And she'd be like, she would just, like, start a fight. I'm like, why are you, everyone's chilling. Like, we're all just watching a movie, and you're, like, being a freak. Calm down. But no, I think she's legitimately, like, a narcissist, because anytime we were, like, having a good time, and it wasn't, like, she wasn't the one that was either part of it or, like, the facilitator of it, she would get pissed.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure she still does that.
You hit the nail on the head there.
Oh no, I'm sure I did, but I don't for real. Like I said, she probably still is, but she's no longer a large part of my life. She's just kind of there sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't think they heal at all, ever.
Yeah, no,
I do quite a bit of reading on that topic.
Oh, I've heard, I've seen.
I just read something, I read part of it recently that was like, oh yeah, can they be healed? Because it is talking about like how people around them will have the thought like, oh, they could come around. Because they do sometimes have these moments of like lucidity and like they actually are empathetic to your plight. But the problem is it's a fleeting moment and it's like completely based on their mood, like whether they felt good or not at that moment. And it's like that could lead to them seeking help if in that moment of like clarity they were like, oh, I don't like the way that I treat other people and other people treat me in return. Maybe I should do something. But that thought rarely happens. And when that thought happens, it rarely, follows through.
Right. I've never had experienced that thought occur by proxy. I only ever whenever, because for a little bit I tried to like have like a good relationship with her, and part of that was me being like, hey, this shit that you did was kind of like not cool. And then it just became like well, you don't understand, you were young, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we're just not going to take any accountability. Cool.
Yeah.
Good to hear. And then I just kind of like gave up.
Yeah, that's about how it goes. I'm like kind of not necessarily in that boat with my dad right now, but I've noticed my dad is not the most tactful man, I guess you could call him.
Yeah.
And he has had one or two moments recently where he's like not really like broken down, but kind of broken down and like talked about his parenting and like my childhood. And it definitely gave me that feeling of like, oh my god, maybe he could change. And it was reading that I was like, oh, thank God I'm reading this book. Because imagine if I had gone down that path of like, I can have a really great relationship, like a really great fulfilling relationship with my dad. And then, you know, as I'm doing that, I'm just killing myself.
Right. You're just like,
while getting nothing in return.
It's just like a futile effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do feel like he is still redeemable, and I will hinge that theory on whether or not he is open and receptive to family therapy, because that's something I've been thinking about.
That'd be fun.
Just something that's on the mind.
But
I know, I know what you mean, but I also do think it would be kind of fun.
Yeah. Like, well, yes and no.
Yeah.
I think it would be
like not in the moment, but
right.
I know the catharsis of like therapy would be something at least. Or to know that you tried at least too.
Yeah.
Gave it the old college try.
Can't blame me for trying.
Yeah, I've also kind of...
No, you go.
Go ahead. Oh, okay. I've kind of like gotten through to my dad on like, maybe your parents didn't treat you very well.
Have you like ever
kind of accepted that not approach, but like approach, you know? Like maybe your childhood wasn't great and it was not something to base my childhood on.
Did you ever consider maybe?
Yeah. Well, he opened up to me about finding out his parents were getting divorced, which was like, you know, good to know. And the really big insight there was, I was like, oh, and like, how did you like grieve about that? And he was like, grieve? What do you mean? And I was like, your parents splitting up is a loss for you too, is it not? And he was like, yeah. And I said, did they like, you know, were they like sensitive to you about it? And he was like, I was like, did you get to like not go to school the next day? Because he told me it was like a Sunday night. And he was like, no, I had to go to school and like everything had to be fine. And I was like, okay, I think that might be an issue.
That sounds like a problem.
Yeah, and it literally, his reaction was like, what do you mean kids are allowed to like have feelings?
Bro.
It's like, you in your own experience were also mourning a loss.
What do you mean kids are allowed to have feelings? What a crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. And that's like where it comes from with a lot of older parents, is like they're from a generation that was seen, not heard.
I mean, but that doesn't even mean
kids are around, they're fine, but you don't have opinions or thoughts. You have to listen and do nothing.
I mean, that's the sentiment, but that doesn't mean that you don't have feelings.
Well, when you're treated like that, you kind of start to like believe it. It distorts your distorts your own like vision and identity of yourself, if that makes sense. You're like, oh well, my parents have like, you know, my parents give me love when I'm quiet and I don't and I don't like make any messes and things. So this is how I need to be.
Yeah.
Or, you know, what a kid decides love is when they get as close to it as they can approximate.
They're like, they are nice to me when I be shut up.
Yeah, this is love. And then that's why later in life, you see like people with abusive parents have abusive partners. It's like, well, that's what they did. And they told me they loved me. So, you know, that's what it's supposed to be.
The cycle.
The cycle. It just always repeats itself.
That cycle do be cycling. Alright. I think we have like a 20-ish, a little over 20 minutes. I have one more question for you.
Okay.
Do you have a animation hear me out?
Oh, I kind of do.
Oh, yeah?
I really think we need to give whatever, like, new 3D technology and, like, animation technology, it needs to go straight to porn artists. They are so insane and talented. It's like it's crazy. The things that they can do.
You know
It
what?
needs to go to porn artists.
For the sake of doing porn, or like just like this 3D animation studio is hiring people, they should look for porn artists.
Well, I don't know. I feel like it's the people who are like animating in porn who are pushing boundaries of what can be done.
Right.
Just because they can. They're like, yeah, I want to see like cum just like, you know, gliding down the walls. And I am the only person who can animate this because I can't go ask someone. So like their ability to figure things out and do things and like, oh, it's insane.
The fetishists are really breaking. I
mean, think about it with like the furries too. Like you're really into something, but it's like y'all have so much money and you're willing to spend it.
Yeah, and the furries like drawing animals is hard.
It's so hard.
And they're gonna draw an animal, human hybrid, with its fucking cock and asshole out. I'm
like, oh my god, like, you just know anatomy. That's your thing.
That's crazy, brother. It's amazing.
I think they're like, I love it. I love seeing it. Not that I love, like, watching it, but sometimes I see it and I'm like, I really have to, like, stop and appreciate the artistry of it. Like, yeah, it might be, there's so much, like, Laura Croft, Ada Wong, like, they're being infected, you know, the whole deal.
The bug shit.
But it's like, damn, the way they did this must have been so intense and, like, must have taken so many hours. Like, I'm just in awe of the talent.
Y'all committed hours of your life to make this thing.
To make it. And it looks great.
It's a technical feat, surely.
Oh yeah, jiggle physics, all of it.
There they go.
I wouldn't be surprised if, like, video game artists... More likely than you think. I really wouldn't be surprised if these were, like, video game artists in their free time.
So
it's like, this is how they're learning the things.
Well, what's crazy is, like, the people who do stuff like that often are in the industry. Like, a lot of people who did the splash art for, like, League of Legends straight up just draw porn.
Yeah, oh, I believe it.
100%.
I totally believe it.
Like, confirmed that's what they do. Like,
fetishes really just turn the world forward.
Yeah, and, like, I don't know if this is true. I heard that a lot of the people who animated on, like, the first and second seasons of Invincible were porn artists.
Really? I would totally believe it. From all the stuff you see on Reddit, I absolutely would believe it. Because, like, you don't know who these people are. They're, like, anonymous accounts.
Right.
So I absolutely believe it. It's just such a shame we're in, like, a puritanical society where a person can't be like, oh, hey, and by the way, here's all this porn work that I do. Don't worry that it's porn. I'm just so technically knowledged at this thing.
My anatomy skills
I'm really good at liquid.
I'm really good at drawing liquid. Don't ask me why.
Yeah. Like, how do you... Oh my god. I bet there's... now when I see any, like, water in somebody's portfolio, I'm gonna be like, that wasn't clear at first. Like, I know what that was. I know what you are.
I see past your facade. So, coincidentally, I worked on, like, a couple projects, multiple of which had me animating tentacles. And whenever it was unrelated. Like, it was, like, supposed to be more of, like, an eldritch horror thing. But, and yeah, in, like, both scenarios, it was supposed to be, like, scary. And whenever I did, like, a portfolio review, and I had those in it, and the person was like, they were like, if you put another tentacle animation in there, people are gonna start wondering. And I'm like,
yeah, oh my god. You know
I
what?
was like,
Good note, dog.
oh. They're like, maybe keep only one.
Yeah, just the one tentacle. Like, how about it's actually just an octopus?
Yeah, well, I kept both because one of them was stop motion and the other one was puppeted animation. So I was like, they were both different skill sets, but I guess they were like, no.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Or like you put them in the same profile or like case
yeah.
study.
They're like, maybe
So people,
don't.
yeah, it's like, hey, I do have animal anatomy a bit down, and we're not gonna question it anymore.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, why don't you mind
No
your
more
business?
questions. You saw this.
Have you considered minding your business?
Yeah. Oh yes. See, and I'm like, I'm such a sociologist in that, like, I love people's perspectives and I love like their inner worlds. I do feel like, just based on my own attitudes, there are people out there who are like, I know what this is, but they're like, you know, they think the same way I do. It's like, I know what this is, but also, damn, this is good work.
Yeah, like I see the influence, not questioning it.
It's like, but perhaps.
Maybe. I'm missing something.
What are you missing?
Trying to find Joe. Where the hell is Joe?
Oh, I don't know. Where is Joe? I keep forgetting to look over at chat.
This is Joe. He changed his picture into a wet rat, and then I couldn't find him.
Oh, he's not the beans anymore?
Not in his profile picture on Discord.
Oh, damn, yeah, I can't find him either. I'm also, it's truncated right now, so I can't do any of that. I'm going to the Sea of Stars.
It's what now?
I'm gonna go collect my stars. Truncated?
I don't know what that means.
Shortened?
Oh. Oh, yeah, where it's just like the letter at ... or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I find that's the benefit of having server profiles, is that your name still shows.
Yeah.
Because it's not registering as your like actual username where people can find you.
Are you doing anything for the Mother's Day?
Ignoring my mom.
That's a good thing to do.
I say ignoring her. She's ignoring me.
At least it's mutual.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a therapist point out to me. She was like, you know, don't you think it was kind of a favor that your mom just stopped talking to you? And I said, oh, you are very correct. Because I would not have cut her off. Like, she had those claws in me.
Yeah, you're like, thank God for small miracles.
Yeah, I was gonna go to medical school for my mom. I failed trigonometry 3 times before I was like, all right, I can't go to medical school. Like, I can't even finish a biology degree. I was not living for myself at all.
I am very lucky in that my mom has always supported me pretty much no matter what.
That is very lucky.
I am very
I'm glad you have that. I'm always like happy that people have that.
Yeah, I'm like, I have that, and then I also have like other problematic aspects.
Yeah.
But it is not lost on me how lucky I don't know, blessed, lucky. I don't know if it's luck, but whatever the case.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, I'm happy that me and my mom have like a very good relationship, and my mom is very supportive of me and my art and all of my aspirations.
Oh yeah. Yeah, my mom was always very much like, you're so good at science. Like, that's what you need to do. And then it wasn't until I think like 2018 when I had a boyfriend who was like, but if you like art, like why don't you do like graphic design or something? And I was like, oh my God,
That's an option.
you can make a career out of art, can't you? Duh.
Duh.
My boyfriend, who was a professional photographer and videographer, his whole job was coming up with silly skits and filming them.
Job. Well, I guess it depends.
I think he still does that, maybe, or maybe he started his own little like agency. I don't remember. I don't remember what he was up to.
Well, I don't know if I should wish him well.
Yeah. You know,
He's gone.
the best as you would for anybody else.
Just as much as you would a stranger, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know what a sombrero looks like.
It's a big hat.
I knew that much. I feel like there's
It's just
more
a cone with like a wide turned up brim.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you drawing a sombrero for? Oh, is that for Joe?
Joe, I found him and I asked him how he wants to be represented, and he wants to have a sombrero.
Is that was his only stipulation? Sombrero?
No, he wants to be a bean and a sombrero.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love it.
And have a little mustache. Little tassels.
Can I get... Oh my God, I'm 1 star away.
Alright, Sophie, are you playing Rivals with us tonight?
I am. I'm excited.
You have a new
Clover's
friend.
gonna carry us.
That's what I said.
Oh, just like IRL, Joe. I know, I saw that and I was like, damn, Alfie be pulling, huh?
Just like IRL Joe. Aw, little hat! Yep, that's what. Look at him. And the little hat wearer. I gotta give him little sunglasses, too.
I do love these little emojis. Okay.
They're very cute.
Can I craft this? I can craft it.
I hope that Clover has fun with us, because I think
I hope she does too.
She seems nice, and I hope that... And she said she could use her alt account, so she doesn't give a shit about her rank.
Oh, incredible.
That's what she said when we rated her last week.
Oh yeah, I wasn't. I was sort of paying attention, but I kept looking away.
That's
I was like, I feel bad for like not really chatting more, but I am... Holy shit. I am just like
doing shit.
Yeah. My God.
Well, is there any other thing you would like to talk about in regards to animation cartoons?
Man, I don't know. Oh no, we already talked about it. Cause I was like, man, did we talk about Love, Death, Robots? Cause I had the thought and I was like, man, I remember that first episode. I did really like that style. We did talk about that.
We did. Are there any, you're not much of a TV watcher. Are there any, like...
No, I'm like...
Is there anything
I'm all about the...
that you're like looking into? Or that you are excited
What do you mean? Oh, that's like on the list.
Yeah.
Man, I want more. Like I'm ready for more of the Suicide Squad anime.
Oh.
It's so like it's so cute and fun. It's definitely got like, you know, the traditional Japanese style. Yeah. I love it. I love it so much. I love every time Harley Quinn says kawaii. I love it.
I haven't seen this.
And the story was really fun.
I haven't seen
that one's on HBO as well.
See, I don't have HBO.
Oh.
Yeah. I have Hulu. Would I be able to convince you, me and Heisty, would we be able to convince you to watch Common Side Effects?
Maybe. Where is it?
It should be on HBO.
You guys did tell us about that, didn't you? Jesus, I can't fight? What the hell?
I can't fight either. I'm a little dog.
Sorry.
Joe, if you're in the chat.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did want to see this.
I highly
There's
recommend
another
it.
show on HBO called High Maintenance.
Oh,
And it
I
was just
think
like
I've
this
heard of
guy.
that.
He was just a drug dealer, and it was kind of just followed all of his clients and like the way he interacted with them. I loved it a lot.
It's
Kind of wish there was like
you.
so much more. The Bean.
Him's a little bean. That's all I want. I just wanted you to see your little guy. My sketch of you. You're not gonna have the like Pac-Man eyes because you have the glasses, but are gonna have little shoes.
Where is my head today?
So no head?
No head. None at all.
No head, thoughts empty. Oh, look at you go. You're a little cutie.
These are killer emojis. These are so Joe emojis.
Yeah, that's a map.
Oh, right. Yeah, I love the sketch. That's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh my god, with the little, like, pom-poms.
Yeah, so let's put little tassels on it.
Love it.
The little hat with the little, I guess I can use. I don't know.
Oh yeah, like this little.
Out a little bit, the pointiness.
Yeah. I need so much shit to level this up.
Oof.
I have to do math.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I know. I will avoid math so hard. I just won't measure things. I'm like, fuck, I really like have to figure this out. And then I'll fuck something up and it's like, I gotta do it. I gotta just give in and do the math.
I don't think I dislike math as a concept. I think I'm just stupid. I don't
I think I have dyscalculia.
Maybe.
Like, I think I just don't understand numbers. Because, like, they really don't, there's no context for them, like, in my head.
You're like, they're just arbitrary.
They really are just arbitrary. When they introduced the I,
the like,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they're like the impossible number.
I was like, this was already how I thought about freaking.
Or like, it's imaginary. Isn't that what it's called? It's like imaginary. That's what the I is.
Yes, imaginary numbers. I'm like, they were all imaginary. They were already imaginary.
They're like, well, you can't technically have a negative of this, but if you put the I next to it, then we'll just know that it's fake. And I'm just like,
yeah, like what?
Why?
All numbers were fake already.
But why do we need this? Why do we need the fake number? Like, I genuinely don't understand. They're like, well, you know. It's like when you try to divide by 0. And they're like, well, you can't divide by 0, but maybe if you put like an I next to it, then we'll just pretend it's real. Like, oh,
and it's like, but you can't divide by 0, so why?
Yeah, that's how I feel about the I in math.
Yeah, why did we need to do that? I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate math.
It's really stupid. But I think I'm gonna let you go. I need to start getting ready for Stardew. And thank you for joining me today and talking about cartoons and also low-key trauma bonding.
Oh, I know. You know. I don't know. Maybe I should have been a psychologist. Growing up, I said that one time to my parents, and they were like, only crazy people do that. And now looking back, I'm like, yeah, they sure do.
Exactly. But yeah, thank you, and I will see you later tonight.
Thank you. I'll see you in 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours.
2 hours. Are you gonna keep playing Nikki?
I might for a little bit just to finish my stuff, but I do want to go to the gas station. I might stop for a little bit and then hop back on.
Alright, well, I'll see you in a couple hours.
Alrighty, see you soon.
Oh. Now we're gonna get our stuff ready. I'm not leaving, by the way. I am